approached Michael with the thought of producing a new CD. We thought it was a great idea because, in fact, our last one was back in 2007, so it was time to release something new. What we didn't know is what direction we could take with it. Of course, we had to remain true to the style that I do, which is traditional jazz with a modern sound, but we just didn't know how different it could be to create this modern sound. And of course, what songs would I sing? What I did in order to filter a song selection was I fell back on the songs from when I was growing up. Tunes like Summer Breeze, and then Loving You. And of course, I always like to include some of the great standards, so Autumn Leaves was one of our choices as well. With this material in hand, it was now Michael's job to make them sound different, giving them a complete facelift. And I was willing to hear any ideas that he could come up with, because that's the only way we could finish with something very unique and different. That is, being very open-minded with new elements to add to jazz.
I believe this CD is different than the first one. A number of reasons. There is a similarity, on one hand, of taking tunes and changing them up a bit. But I think what's different about it, and I think what's better about it, is that we took a lot more time in the arrangements, more time in the actual whole recording process, more time in the mixing process. I think more attention to detail, and thus making it a better product.
Now, giving a facelift to these songs wasn't our only challenge. Since I like to always include one or two originals on my CDs, the challenge would be to write a new tune that could fit easily amongst these already well-known songs. And even though it would be new, it had to have the sound of a standard that could stand throughout time. So Michael gave me a composition he had written and asked me to see what I could do with the lyrics, because he really enjoyed playing the music. And from this was born In Walked You.
Alone in gentle darkness, wanting what's not there, I long to hold you close.
Paulette had picked tunes that were our standards, either in the jazz sense or even in the slightly more contemporary sense. We picked tunes, The Days of Wine and Roses, Autumn Leaves, and quite a bit of a facelift on those. And then on the other hand, we took a tune like Lovin' You by Minnie Riperton sang, and we turned that into something slightly different, as well as How Am I Supposed to Live Without You, which was a big hit for Michael Bolton. All, of course, showcasing Paulette's vocals and her style, and we've also thrown in some originals to round it all out.
The warmth of your love that I feel simply compares to the feeling of a first love.